We are going to be looking today at how you can use our PLR templates and upload them to Amazon for Amazon KDP. There's a couple of things that I want to reiterate with you, and the first being copyright. I mentioned before to understand Canva's copyright. Make sure you go check out that video that I linked up. The other thing is when you buy a PLR template from our company, you are agreeing to make changes before you publish it, because Amazon will shut you down. They will suspend your account if you start selling things that are exact duplicates of everyone else. I know most of our templates, everybody sells them with Etsy or with Shopify or something like that. But KDP is another great option for passive income. And so it's one that I don't want to pass up, because people are making thousands of dollars a month selling KDP journals. The key is, just like with any other business, understanding your niche, getting very specific about who you are targeting, and making sure that there are actually people searching for what it is that you're looking for. I'm going to jump into this process of creating an ebook from a PDF. So a couple of things that I want to touch on. First of all, when you're creating a book for Kindle for an ebook, the only way that they're going to be able to use an interactive book like a planner is if they have the new Kindle Scribe, which works like an Apple iPad with a pen. So the only real market for that is if you're directly marketing to those people with a journal. Otherwise, if you're converting something to an ebook, then you're going to want it to be an actual book of some sort. That's just something to keep in mind if you're creating an ebook. If it's just being read on the Kindle app, they will not be able to write on it. So it's kind of pointless to do a journal in the digital format. That being said, there are a lot of options that can be done this way. Ebooks are huge, and we are going to have some PLR ebooks on how to do different things, and those will come with that PLR license. It's going to take some time for us to get all of these different products uploaded. We are constantly creating, along with creating tutorial videos and running my YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of things in the mix, but just be watching the website mwco.shop, because there will be more and more products up there for you guys that you can grab. We keep our prices super low. They come with a commercial license, so you can turn around and sell them over and over again as your own. All right, let's jump into this. So what you're going to need to convert a PDF over to a Kindle ebook is the Kindle Create app. And I've done some research on this app, and there's a lot of people out there that are really hate on it. But for this purpose, it's fantastic. And here is why. It is the only one I have found that actually keeps the formatting the way that you want the formatting in order for it to work. So let me just show you how all this works. So first of all, we're going to go over to Canva, and I'm going to show you, I just have a sample pulled up of our self-care planner. And again, I just got through telling you, these planners, unless you're marketing them specifically to people that have the Kindle Scribe, you're not really going to want to convert the planners into a digital ebook, because they can't write on it. They can't do, the clicks won't work, nothing. Some of them will, and I'll show you, again, all the details of that. But just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to show you how this works so that you understand it. So if you're going to create an ebook out of this, you're marketing to the Kindle Scribe users, the first thing you're going to want to do is just remove this, all of this on the sides, and remove this, because there is no purpose for them to be on the finished product. The second thing I'm going to say is you're going to pick which one of these you want to be your main image. Obviously, you're going to edit and create your own cover, but I did this one just for the fun of it. So on this, I'm going to save page 4 as a JPEG. So I'm going to hit JPEG, and I'm going to say only this current page, and I'm going to save that. So that's going to be the cover of my book, which I'm just going to tell you right now, that's kind of a blase cover. If you're trying to grab people's attention on Amazon, you're going to want to add a little bit more to it, but this is just for the sake of this example. The next thing you're going to want to do for creating an ebook with one of our templates is you're going to download a PDF standard, and you can hit all pages and then just go in and deselect all the covers, because you don't need those. And I deselect the index, because you're not going to use that index in the digital version, and I'll show you why here in a second. So I'm going to download everything else as a PDF, and I'm going to select to flatten the PDF. Now, you can't flatten the PDFs if you're doing them for Shopify, for Etsy, if you're doing a digital download, because then the links will not work. But when you're uploading them for Kindle, you want to flatten it, because if it's not flattened, it confuses the system, the computerized system that takes care of everything and it will come out all wonky and not work. So flatten the PDF and then hit done and download that, okay? So that's step one. The next step is going to be to pull up Kindle Create. And I'm gonna hit Create New just to show you what it looks like. You're gonna choose. And here is where you can do, your document. You can do a comic book with JPEGs. And the great thing about Kindle Create is it keeps the formatting. If you've ever gone through and read a digital book before, it breaks pages in weird places. And so sometimes when you're working with specific books, you don't want the pages to be cut in half. So this is a great tool for that. But you're going to choose Print Replica, choose File, and this is where you're going to have a PDF. So you're going to hit Choose File, and then you're going to upload the file that you just downloaded. And I'm going to hit Cancel because I already actually uploaded this before. So I'm going to go in here and select this one to work on. Which I had accidentally downloaded this page too, which I can delete that page. So now I have that. So as you can see, I have all of the pages here, right? Now, inside of Kindle Create, you do have the option to preserve your links. So if you hit preserve links and you have not exported this as a flattened PDF, what will happen is it will create these orange lines around every single link that exists, and there is no way to change it. And it's just ugly. And this will not translate, like the little house and the calendar, those will not link up because they're not words. So all of these would have an orange line across them. So that's why we just go ahead and flatten it, because we don't really care about the links. And honestly, all of this would be deleted typically anyway for this format, because then what you're going to do is you're going to actually include every page into the table of contents. So you would just put this as the cover, and then here is include this, year at a glance. So you get the idea. You're going to go through and you're going to give a table of contents entry for every single page. And that will make it super easy for your customer to be able to go through and navigate your, whatever it is you're selling, your book, and will eliminate the need for you to link everything up. I'm not going to do any more, but I'm going to show you what this looks like. So if you want to preview it, then you can see over here, it's going to give the table of contents for your customer. And as you can see, every page is preserved exactly as it should be. And so this is fantastic because it just keeps everything together. And trust me, I tried all of the conversion apps. I tried all kinds of different things and it just did not work. It did not work. This is the easiest way to do it. So once you have, created your entire table of contents and you have everything how you want it, again, before you ever export this out of Canva, just get rid of this and you'll want to, this would actually be sized correctly. I was just playing around so that I could create this video for you guys. So if you received this in the KDP format, this would already be stretched to fit the page, etc. But again, this was just an example. So once you're done, you're going to hit export. Export it to your desktop and save it as that KPF. Okay, I've already got that saved. So now I'm going to go over here to Amazon. So if you've never set up an Amazon account before, I'm going to show you, this is what it looks like. So if you go to kdp.amazon.com, you have the option of signing in. So if you already have an Amazon account, you literally can sign in with your Amazon account and it'll ask you a few questions as far as getting set up to sell so they know how to pay you and those types of things. And it's as easy as that. If you don't have an Amazon account, then you can sign up for one. It's free. And then you will be able to sell KDP. So that is the simple setup for setting up an account with KDP. So once you have that, then in here under your bookshelf is where all of your books that you've published or planning to publish are located. And as you can see, I've been playing around in here today, just trying to help you guys get the tutorial. It's been a little bit of a nightmare, but we've got it done now. I figure out all the problems so that you don't have to deal with the problems when you're working on this. So when you start, you're going to hit that create button and it's going to walk you through the steps to set this up. And actually, you know what? I did that. Let me go back because I do want you to see. So when you hit create, you're going to say create an ebook, a paperback, a hardcover, a series, etc. So for this, we're doing an ebook. You do end up having the option to then also create a paperback and a hardcover from that, or vice versa. If you already have a paperback version of something, you have the option to create an ebook from it. So like you can see here, I started a paperback of this, and then I can also create a hardcover. The formatting is a little bit different, but it all can be done. And that way you don't have to type out the description and everything 3 times. So I'm just going to go into this one that I already started just to show you what you can do. So English obviously is my language, and the book title has to be what is on the cover of your book. So know what people are searching for and make sure that the cover of your book includes those words. Even if it's self-care planner and then down here in the subtitle, like in smaller words on your cover, you've written more keywords that people are searching for, like, you know, minimalist, boho, whatever, ADHD. I mean, like whatever it is that you have found that are the target words for your audience. You want to try to include as many of those as you can on that cover image that you create, so that in your title and subtitle, those words are going to be there, because that's what people are going to search. You can create a series, which is great as you create more books. If you kind of create series out of them, then people will get recommended, hey, you bought this, you went also like these books in the series. Edition number would be like if you updated it, be edition number 2, edition number 3, those types of things. You put your name in here. If you have somebody that helped you co-author the book, first and last name there. And then the description, you guys, I literally went to ChatGPT. I told it to type me a description. I'll show you exactly what I said. Write a description for Amazon Kindle digital ebook entitled Self-Care Planner. Use words that people are searching for in 2023 related to self-care and organization. And then it created this for me. So I hit that clipboard, copied it, and I pasted it over here. And then I did go in and change a few words because there was a few things in there that were not relevant to my book. But you get the idea. Super easy. I didn't have to write the description, and it has all of the keywords in it. And it tells you what keywords that it used that people are searching for, which is good. You own the copyright. And then here in your keywords, you're going to list the 7 keywords that people would be searching for your book. And I'm going to tell you right now, don't use journal or planner or whatever the basic, idea of it is, because that's too broad of a term. You need very specific search terms in here to target a specific audience so that you get found. Amazon is a massive marketplace, and you will not get found if you're not using the right keywords. So do your research ahead of time. When you're inside of Amazon over here, you can search self-care journals for women. It'll give you suggestions of what people are searching for. Like, these are things that people are searching for. Those are your hints. And then the next thing you can see is how many results there are. 1 through 48 of over 9,000, which is really good, honestly. Like, there are some that I've searched for. Like, if you search composition notebook, it's like 60,000. So there's lots of different words you can search out there. I just searched self-care just because that is something that's been trending on Etsy. So I just brought it to this platform to show you guys. And then you can click on individual books that are obviously books that are KDP. And so, you can see this is a KDP book. This person has had it published, and it ranks 8,635 in books, which is really, really good. It means that it's selling. It's number 31 in stress management, number 209 in happiness and self-help. So and it has great ratings, which means that this book has sold over and over and over again. They are making money with it. So these keywords that they have used are keywords that you want to consider also using if you're going this direction. And you can see the main title is no worries, but then look down here at the bottom, all these tiny little words. That's what I was talking about with the subtitle. And that is what they were able to do with this, was to create this long title with all these keywords, because they included that on the cover. You could not include all these words if they weren't on the cover. KDP will kick it right back to you and say, no, they just will not. And as you can see, it's selling for $9.95 a piece, and it's got 2,790 ratings. So that's quite a bit of money made from that one book. But those are how you can tell, like, if it had a ranking down here of like 1 million, it's probably not selling. But with a ranking of 8,635, it's ranking pretty high, honestly. And so you can do that for whatever niche you're looking for, and that will help you to know if you're going in the right direction. Research is so important. It's the biggest part of everything that you do in sales, in digital products, or any products online, because if you haven't done your research, if you don't know if people are searching for it, and you don't know how popular it is, then you're just kind of throwing stuff out into the wind. You just never know. I do want to go back up here to this copyright thing. I want to mention, I did post a video here talking about using Canva to create KDP, print on demand, those types of things, and what the rules are in Canva for copyright, because I know that's a massive question, and there's all kinds of people out there saying you can do this, you can't do this. And so I went straight to Canva. I did a lot of research, and I shared with you guys the results of what I found directly from Canva. so that you can have some of those questions answered about copywriting and what you can and can't do. So make sure you check that out. Here you're going to set your categories, but you can choose 2 categories at a time for your actual book. So there's 2 categories there. If it's a children's book, you can set those age ranges, or if it's an adult-only book, you can also set those age ranges just so that it's shown to the right audience. And then you have the option here of releasing your book now, or you can make it available for pre-order. So people can actually start ordering your book ahead of time before it actually gets released. And a lot of authors do this in order to kind of build hype around their book so that when it actually releases, it's at number 1 in whatever category that they put it in. So I'm just going to put ready to release now, just so that I can go ahead and show you guys the next steps. So you're going to hit save and continue. And this is where you're going to upload your ebook manuscript and your cover. So I had problems with this earlier, which is why the recording got delayed, but it would not upload my ebook manuscript because I wasn't flattening the PDF before I put it into Kindle Create. So that step is so important, because if you do not flatten it first, it's not going to work. So you hit upload ebook manuscript, you choose that Kindle Create file that you saved to your desktop, and it's going to upload it. And then you can upload your cover photo, which I'm going to change this to the JPEG that I saved earlier. You have to save it as a JPEG or it will not work. It's going to take it just a second to process that cover. And I'm pretty sure that the manuscript I uploaded in here is not exactly right, but it's at least going to give you an idea. And so then once that's done, then you can hit launch previewer, and you can actually take a look at what your book is going to look like and make sure that you are happy with it. Okay, so it's uploaded. Yeah, this original one had 2 covers in it because I messed it up. So this should just be the inside of your book here, not the cover. You can go ahead and include the cover image as the first page of your PDF file because it will include it as the cover. And then as you can see, you can just flip right through it and it has all of the pages. And again, you know, this we talked about. But the nice thing about this is it breaks everything into equal pages. It doesn't break anything in half. It doesn't spread everything around crazy. But anyway, you just look at it, make sure you're happy with it. If you are, then, you know, here's your cover, and you've already previewed it. You cannot download the preview options because it's not a print book. And then there's no reason for an ISBN on ebooks. Then you hit save and continue. And then your next and final step is just going to be adding your pricing. So you can enroll your book in KDP Select. You can sell it wherever you want to. I always to all territories. Primary marketplace is Amazon.com. And then you choose a list price. And this is where, again, you're going to compare what people are selling their books for online. And you're going to try to hit in that margin. And you can also select a royalty plan and set your list price below. So like if you only want to make 35%, then it tells you your book has to be $1.99 to $200. If you want 70%, your book has to be $2.99 to $9.99. Let's say we're going to do it for $5.95. Then it's going to tell you at 35%, you're going to make $2.08. At 70%, you're going to make $3.42. The 70% really has delivery fees based on the file size. So if you choose the 70%, it's going to charge a delivery fee to your customer. Whereas if you choose the 35%, then you are only they're not going to be charged that fee. I would have to do some more research because I haven't done a lot with the ebooks since they updated this. But, you know, so you're going to make $2 per book. So it's not a massive amount of money. So it's all about the volume on Amazon and having a lot out there. You can see like it automatically adjusts the price according to all of the other Amazon platforms that are out there, Australia, Japan, France, Denmark. So it will adjust and then tells you how much you will make for all of those books. And then it says it takes up to 72 hours for your title to be available. And then you hit publish and then you just wait for them to approve you. And that's literally all there is to that process. I'm obviously not going to publish this because it's not set to actually be published yet. But that is how you create an ebook on Amazon. And then if you wanted to go in and create a paperback version of it, the beautiful thing is it's going to carry over all of your title, all of this information, your description, all of your keywords that you put in there. You have them assign you a ISBN because you have to have that for all print books in the United States. You can choose black and white or black and white on white paper, black and white on cream paper. So, I mean, it just kind of depends on what you prefer. I don't do any color or premium. It makes your book too expensive. And again, here you can choose a 6x9 or you can select an 8.5x11. Just know that the bigger it is, the more expensive it is going to be in order to publish the book. If you choose 8.5x11, it's going to tell you that you can't distribute it around the world. You can only distribute it in the United States. It's just not eligible. So that's something you have to remember if you go with a larger size, that they won't do it expanded distribution. You can upload your cover file. So again, we will have these available in our PLR shop soon, where you will have a template for your cover, a template for your interior, all that kind of stuff that's already set, so that you don't have to do a bunch of conversions if you're interested in going this route. But if you want to do all the converting yourself, you can. Okay, so this cover was created for an 8.5x11. So it's fine. I'm pretty sure the interior that I have is created for a 6x9, so it's gonna look wonky, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So once you upload everything, then you're gonna have to preview it in order to actually be able to sell it. So this is what our templates look like whenever we list them for sale. I used to have some templates for sale. I pulled them down, but I will be putting them back up. Obviously you have to make changes with the PLR contract, but as you can see, it has the, the binder, it has the front cover, the back cover, all that stuff. And then you're just going to flip through and see if your pages look correct. Like this is a 6x9 interior, so it's not going to look exactly right on this because this is an 8.5x11 layout. But you want to make sure that nothing goes beyond these lines because it won't get printed or it could run into the seam. And yeah, so you just kind of flip through and make sure everything looks good. Once you're done, if you're happy with how it looks, then you can hit approve, and that will let it be sent on through to the, the rest of the process. So hit approve. And basically you're set at this point. This is your printing cost, $2.15 per book, which is super nice. So then you're just going to hit save and continue. So that's what it's going to cost you to print it for book. So if you charge, $5 or whatever, then it's going to tell you this is your royalties. So $5.99, you're going to make $1.44. And I know it seems super, super like cheap, like it's not a lot, but there are people out there that have found their niche that are selling hundreds of books every month and sometimes thousands of books every month, and they're making $3.82 every single time, and it's passive. So once you kind of get the hang of getting this all set up, then, it's pretty much just upload, and hoping that you have done your research right and found your niche, and you'll have this loyal audience that will come and purchase your books. So again, you're going to publish your paperback, and it's going to be the same thing, 72 hours. Again, I'm going to save this as a draft because it is a hot mess of different things happening, but we are going to go back to the bookshelf, and then you would just do the same thing with your hardcover books. And the only other thing you have to keep in mind is that with KDP, the number of pages that are in your book directly affects the size of the covers. And so that's something that we will be taking into consideration whenever we are creating these PLR templates specifically for KDP, that the covers will be created specifically for the number of pages that are in that book inside that it comes with, so that you don't have to make any adjustments. You can literally add your branding and change up the cover images, and you're good to go. So that is how you upload a ebook and a print book for KDP. And if you have questions, put them in the comments, and make sure that you subscribe because there will be lots more updates coming on passive income. I'll talk to you guys soon.